Hello everyone, my name is Ildefonso de la Cruz and I am the Principal Analyst at Omdia, leading the research on critical communications. Today I'm here at IWCE 2023 with Nick Yeager, Vice President of Sales for Siyata Mobile, and I see that you brought with you a couple of your latest toys. Can you tell us more about them?
I did. Thank you very much, and thank you for having me. So I brought our Siyata SD7. So this is a device that's available today on the carrier networks. This is a mobile radio that runs over LTE, connects through the carrier push-to-talk networks, can be augmenting their traditional standard LMR style radio with the ability to kind of cross over with a bridge to connect multiple different groups and channels together. It can also be a replacement for your traditional radio system. That way you can run everything over the carrier LTE networks and reduce costs on the handset price as well as the monthly subscription or service fees that they're paying to their traditional radio vendor. We have a host of accessories. We've got lapel mics, we've got privacy push-to-talk headsets, we have car kits that you can actually put it in the vehicle, slide this in and dock it into the vehicle. That way it powers this on. It provides an external antenna as well as a built-in speaker. That way you have a louder volume in a vehicle, and then once you're ready to leave the vehicle, you can press the button, eject it out, kind of like a cassette tape, and take it with you. So that way you have nothing in the vehicle that's there for anybody to steal. Everything else is locked in. The second device I have, this is our new device that we just announced. This is the SD7 Plus. This is the same exact form factor, but this adds the ability to use a body-worn camera on that. So you'd have a public safety officer have this mounted to the front of their the vest, and then they can use and trigger that body-worn camera by pressing the button 3 times on here. It'll activate the body-worn camera, and they can actually stream that back to an office or to a headquarters using the Visual Labs software in there. The customers can now access that data 24/7, go back and find the video clips within the Visual Labs data center and be able to kind of show that and use that as they need going forward.
That's great, and it's very interesting to see a perfect example of that device that enables services beyond voice. Now we can definitely use video on top of that.
Yes.
So is there a specific user group that you've designed it for? Who is your target market?
So we'll start with the SD7 Plus. This is absolutely a public safety play. So those first responders that are out there in the field, they're looking to get rid of devices on their belt. They might be carrying a body-worn camera, they might be carrying a separate radio. Now that they combine those 2 devices into one, and they have that ability to use this device for both push-to-talk, and they have the ability to use it for the body-worn camera. For our SD7, the traditional device, target market is kind of all over the place. We're looking to replace or augment the existing LMR user group. So we've seen a lot of success with customers that are out there looking to roll these out in school districts where it's very difficult to put LMR radios in everybody's hands. This gives them a cheaper option. And we've also been able to integrate, there's a SOS button on the side right there. We've integrated with Crisis Go, which is an application that can be downloaded on the device that also uses the device as a panic button. So I can trigger this button 3 times, and it sends an alert to the rest of the school or the user group that I'm part of, and lets them know that, hey, I'm in trouble. So it gives me feedback that the alert went through, and now I can see that location of that device on a dispatch console. So I know inside my school district, everything's mapped and shown. I can say, hey, this device is in room 101. We need to send somebody out there. And oh, by the way, now I can talk to them because I've got push to talk. So I can say, hey, what's going on? And they can say, hey, we've got an incident where we need help. Send somebody right away.
Excellent. So for those public agencies interested in getting any of these devices, what can they do? Who can they reach out?
So the SD7 currently is available through the different carriers in the U.S. Reach out to your carrier business rep. They'll be able to direct you on how to get the device. We can work with them to make sure that the system is set up and it uses the push-to-talk applications on the carriers. So all of that can be done directly through the carrier sales reps or the carrier partner teams. For the SD7 Plus, the target is to have this device available in market by the end of Q3, hopefully with all of the carriers as well. We're working with them as right now through certification and making sure that this device is going to be available on different networks.
Fantastic. I'm sure a lot of them will be waiting for that.
Absolutely. We've seen a lot of interest at the show. A lot of people are stopping by asking when they can purchase it.
I can imagine. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Yes, thank you very much.